Choctaw County. It's Wednesday, and that means one thing in our world down here in Gilbertown. It's paper day. We have the newspapers here in the office for this week. They just rolled in the door, and we'll be putting those on the street here in a few minutes. You'll be able to get yours in Butler and Gilbertown and all across the county here in a couple of hours. And if you get them in the mail, you'll be getting yours in the mail here shortly. A lot of things in the paper this week that are of interest. A lot of sports, a lot of news, and some other very interesting new features that I think that you'll really like. One thing that's in the news this week is that the Chamber of Commerce is gearing up for a visit from Governor Kay Ivey. Governor Ivey will be the keynote speaker at the Chamber's annual banquet, and that's to be held September the 13th. And the venue for that is the Family Life Center at First United Methodist Church in Butler. This promises to be the largest gathering for the Chamber banquet in recent history, if not ever. And we're expecting a big crowd for Governor Ivey, a very big event for the county as a whole. And we're very excited to have Governor Ivey coming around to visit Butler. We don't get high-level officials very often in our area, and we're very pleased that we're going to be able to have her here. Last year, we had Secretary of State John Merrill as our keynote speaker for the Chamber banquet, and this year with Governor Ivey coming, we seem to be able to now get a little bit more attention from state-level officials, and we're glad to see that happening. And speaking of all of that, one of our commissioners, District 1 Commissioner Tony Cherry, has been inducted last week as the new president of the Association of County Commissions of Alabama. That is the leadership position in that organization, which includes all 67 counties in the state. That's a very big deal for Tony, very big deal for the county. We believe that that's going to give Choctaw County a bigger voice in the issues that are affecting our county. In particular, that group is very effective at lobbying for local interests like road and bridge funds, and we know that Mr. Cherry is going to be very instrumental in making Choctaw County a part of the voices that are heard in Montgomery this year and into next year. We applaud him for that, and congratulations to you, Tony, and to the county as a whole for your accomplishment. This week, also in the paper this week, we're going to see a new human interest, a humorous column by Edward Faith. Ed Faith's new column, Tales from the Elder Statesman. Think you'll like it. The first introductory column for that series is in the paper this week. Very funny stuff. We'll have a series of that ongoing for a while now. Want you to take a look at what Ed Faith is writing, what his writing is all about, and I think you'll enjoy it. Also, this week, if you pick up the Sun Advocate, you're going to see a lot of sports activities. Some introductory pictures for the local volleyball teams. We've got girls volleyball teams in all 4 of our local high schools now. Some of them are very competitive teams who could go all the way to state-level competition, and we're expecting to see more from them in the next few months or so. And so you can see who's on those teams for 3 of the 4 local high schools in the paper this week. Also, we got some information on the games, football games from SCA and PA that went on over the last week, the end of last week. Some great photos of the action and some information about what happened in those football games. We're taking a little look at an issue this week, road rage. I think that when I say that, there are people, some of my co-workers are looking at me and pointing fingers at me because I do have a little bit of a problem in that area sometimes, but apparently everybody else in Alabama does too, because a new study shows that Alabama is ranked 3rd in the country in the percentage of fatalities that are associated with road rage or aggressive driving. I find that a little bit interesting because we really associate that a lot of times with people in places like New York and Los Angeles. But apparently, most drivers in Alabama have a little bit of problem with road rage. So check that story out this week on page 3. Also, there is a look at a court case that we've been watching for a couple of years now related to whether or not charging bail to get out of jail is constitutional. There has been a court case pending on that, some action through the court system over the last 3 years. A federal appellate court has now ruled that it is constitutional to make people pay bail to get out of jail. So you can find that story in this week's issue. We also have the story of a local woman who lost her home to fire last week. It was a grandmother who's also had several children that were living with her, and they've lost their belongings. The home was totally destroyed by fire last Wednesday. Her name is Lola Holcomb, and she and the children are in need of help from the public to try to help them to replace some of those items that are lost. I'm going to be posting today on Facebook and on our website the sizes of the children that are involved in that, and we know that the way Choctaw County community responds to people who are in need, we're going to see that same thing happen with this family. Some of their sizes include this. There's several children. 3 of the girls wear size 14 pants, large and extra large shirts, including school uniforms. They particularly need those. Size 16 pants, and also Ms. Holcomb herself wears a size 14 and an extra large shirt. One of the guys involved, Mr. Robert Holcomb, wears a 4X shirt, and he's also in need of a replacement of some of the clothing that was lost in that fire. We know that the public will turn out to help these people. The Sun Advocate will be acting as a drop-off point for any items that will be donated to that family. Please step up and try to help provide some clothes for this family who lost everything in that fire. Like I said, we're going to be posting information on the sizes on our Facebook page and website later today, and we encourage you to step up and help, as Choctaw County always does when there's a need. So today, get your paper, it's on the street. Find out what's going on in the news and in sports, and check out some of the ads that are in there. We've got some good sponsors this week with some very good deals that you're going to want to take advantage of. Thank you for watching today, and we'll see you on Friday.